and welcome to Cretaceous Cantina, where today we're having a look at the Mattel Jurassic World, Maisie, and Tyrannosaurus Rex. I found this at my local Target. I was very surprised because I didn't expect to find it so quickly. I've heard of a couple people finding them so far, but it doesn't seem like that has been very widespread. So I was very happy to be able to bring Maisie home. Looking at the packaging, we have more of the same. It says that this is a new figure based on that blue designation on the upper right. And interestingly, it says Maisie and Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm not sure if they're referring to the little baby T-Rex that's in there or the T-Rex skull. I guess it could be both. At the back, you can see other figures available in Wave 2 of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom action figure assortment. I've been able to find all of them except for Claire. She is eluding me. I'm sure a couple of you might also ask for the UPC, so here is a look at that. Alright, I'm going to spend a little bit of time get this figure unboxed. When we come back, we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here's the figure out of the packaging. On first glance, she looks really nice. I like the aesthetics here. I think that they did a quite good job with the figure itself. Let's go to move these accessories and stuff out of the way, and we'll first focus on the action figure. So aesthetically, I think that this looks really nice. It definitely looks like Maisie as she appeared in Fallen Kingdom. Nice proportions, nice silhouette, and she is quite petite of a figure. She is quite small, which totally makes sense. I mean, Maisie is a kid. She shouldn't be taller than any of the other figures in the line. We'll get measurements and all that in just a little bit. But I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I also like that the figure comes with quite a bit in the package, so that is quite nice because some of these figures don't really have a whole lot. So again, I think that Mattel did a nice job with the aesthetics of the figure. She definitely has a good sculpt. She has a good likeness. She does look a little bit artificial. I just caught what I said. If you've seen the movie, that'll make sense. But her paint is really good. The eye paint, the eyebrows, the lips, all that looks nice. I would say that perhaps the hair is a little bit light in color. Yeah, I think that the hair was a little bit more brown in the film, wasn't it? Like it looks a little bit more, I guess, like a sandy blonde or kind of a little reddish even. So that is interesting. But I mean, I love the ponytail. I love the look of the head. Definitely looks quite like Maisie. And I liked Maisie in the film. For the rest of the outfit, I mentioned the bright red sweater that she has. And you can see it's a separately sculpted piece that's laid over the figure. And you can see that underneath that, she has a t-shirt with some very colorful colors on it. That looks quite nice. I like the colors there. You can see that Maisie also has her blue jeans, and she has her shoes, or her Converse high tops, I suppose. They look nice. Peg holes on bottom. For the articulation, Maisie does have a ball joint here at the head. It goes side to side pretty easily. It is a little bit tight, but up or down, not really. It's partly because of the ponytail, but it's also partly because it's just a very stiff joint. Doesn't tilt. Basically just side to side is all you're going to get. You have ball hinges at both of the shoulders. Notice how there is no articulation at the elbows and nothing at the wrists, which is unique. She does not have a swivel at the waist either, which is also unique for this line. However, she does have ball hinges at both of her hips, so you can move those forward. You can also move them out. Pretty nice split there. And then she is going to have ball hinges at both of the knees as well. And that's all you're going to get with this figure. So a little bit less articulated than the other figures in this assortment. Now Maisie measures in at just under 3 inches tall. Again, she's a kid, so she does need to be a little bit shorter than the other figures. So if we bring in some of the other figures from this line, like Owen, like Claire, you can see that they are appropriately taller, and this looks pretty film accurate to my eye. Obviously, Maisie should be quite a bit shorter. As far as accessories go, you get this little T-Rex. It's interesting. It's a little bit small. I don't think it's the mini dinos that you get in the blind packs or in those 3-packs. It seems even smaller than that, and has very rubbery plastic. Like the feet are very bendy. It's basically cast in brown, so really not a whole lot of detail here. It has these really huge feet, I might also add. And if you try and pose it, it doesn't stand. She came out of the package warped. You can see that the feet are just, not straight. So unfortunately, she does not stand. So we also get this assortment of bones, and I think this is the most interesting part of this set, perhaps, is that you get this skull for the T-Rex, and you got to build it. So here are the parts. We have like the jaw. The skull, it's actually made of 2 parts, And you can see that, like with a lot of the dinosaurs in this line, they cast it with this fleck. You can see the little brown flecks there. And the rest of the skull is basically like an ivory beige sort of color. And you have to attach the pieces. There aren't any instructions or anything that tell you what to do. But if you kind of just look at it, it's kind of straightforward. So here looking at the lower jaw, which kind of has short teeth, you will see that there are these little notches and these little sockets that are supposed to be plugged in. And then we also have this little piece here. I don't know what the appropriate terminology is for it. And then we have this base, and this is where everything connects to. It's pretty small, definitely not film accurate, but it is an interesting accessory. So let's see. I noticed that there's that little, yeah, it looks like that fits right there. You could spin it too. And then the other half of the upper portion of the skull, we'll just line it up. And yeah, it looks like this connects if we push it all the way. Then we have the lower jaw, which does have those tabs and then the little holes right there at the back. So we want to get that put together as well. So we'll just slide it over there like that. And let's see, let's push this in a little bit more. Now maybe we can snap in the lower jaw. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And yeah, it looks like we got it together. You can open the jaw, that's fun. And then it looks like this just plugs into the base. There we go. Very nice. I really like this. It does seem like the seams don't close together all the way, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's a great looking accessory. I really dig it. I would really be happy if they did more of these. Like if all the figures came with these in the Jurassic World toy line, all the human figures, I would like that better than the little dinosaurs or sometimes the little weird accessories. I think this is really appropriate. I think this is really cool given the film. And I mean, if all the figures came with them, I definitely buy them. You make it look up, you make it look down. I like that it's posable. I think that adds an extra element of fun. And if we bring Maisie back in here, you can see that she's quite small next to the skull. I still think it's kind of small for a T-Rex skull, but either way, it's a really fun accessory. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Mattel Jurassic World Maisie and Tyrannosaurus Rex. Overall, you guys, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite human figures in the human assortment for the Mattel Jurassic World toy line. I feel like you really get your money's worth because Maisie is a little bit small, appropriately so, but you also get this really awesome T-Rex skull, and even though the construction is a little bit questionable on it, it's still a really fun accessory. And we also have the Lockwood playset. I say playset very mildly. That's coming out. I think that's a Walmart exclusive. It's going to have the Triceratops or the Ceratopsian skull. So I think this will be a nice addition. And again, I wish more of these would come out. Even if they did a pack of just dino skulls, I would totally buy it. The Maisie figure looks great. She's got a nice sculpt, a good clean paint, really nice likeness. I think they did a good job with the figure, even though she's a little bit less articulated than what we're used to for this line. The little T-Rex action figure, I mean, it's really nothing special. It doesn't even stand. It doesn't look particularly great. But the skull, I think, is the best part of this set. I'm really digging it. I think that it's really fun. I think that the fact that you can pose it adds an element of fun to the set. And I dig it. And I hope you will too. Alright my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If so, do give us a like, do subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to Cantina Cheddar on iTunes. If you're so inclined, we do have a Patreon page linked down below. We will be doing our first Patreon giveaway in the very near future. As always, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Cretaceous Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.